Alright, what is up YouTube? We got yet another One Piece live action news video for you guys today. Because as of today and yesterday, they actually made 2 posts on their Twitter account announcing 6 new cast members that are going to be playing characters from the show. And yeah, I don't know about you guys, but there might be 1 or 2 in here that I'm wondering what the One Piece fans are thinking right now. But yeah, we'll get to them in the video shortly, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I'll just read the first post, which came out yesterday. It says, Nakama, watch your step. The Grand Line is unpredictable, and these 3 masters of chaos have just entered the stage. With a paintbrush, a bow, and hair that hits like a hurricane. Things are about to get strange. And then I'll show the pictures on screen here for you guys. So Sophia and Caruso is going to be playing Miss Golden Week, which I think is a pretty good pick. Anton David Jefta is going to be playing KM, and Mark Penwell is going to be playing Chess. And then the second post, which came out today, reads, brace yourselves, Nakama. The Grand Line's tides are shifting. Revolution, loyalty, and sharp blades are the forces at play. This is more than a cast announcement. It's a charge towards our destiny. And then we have Rigo Sanchez playing Dragon, Yonda Thomas playing Igaram, and James Hideyuki Liao playing Ippon Matsu. So yeah, I feel like overall the casting is pretty good as always, as it usually is. I mean, whenever they have these cast announcements, I think they're pretty confident in them, and for the most part, they seem pretty well done or pretty well chosen for each character and each cast member that's gonna be playing the character they're chosen to play. But when I first saw this one, I'm not gonna lie, I was wondering how the One Piece fan base might take the Yonda Thomas pick for Igaram. I mean, me personally, all these characters are like side characters. They don't really matter to me that much, and I don't think any of them should really matter too much when it comes to like being super perfect look-wise, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it matters too much if, you know, one character looks a little different or whatever, right? But I would say this pick is probably like the most obviously different looking from like actor to fictional character side by side, you know? The other ones though, I could totally see, and I think they're gonna look just fine, to be honest. Like, they chose really good pictures for the side by sides for them too, so I think that like also helps. But yeah, the Yonda Thomas one I think is like the only one that I'm like, And again, I'm not saying I care, I really don't. I don't even remember. Like, I feel like there's just so many side characters in One Piece, and to be honest, I just don't care that much for a lot of them. Like, you know, cool story, cool arc, move on to the next, whatever. I think the only characters that are like really, really important to like focus on, that like make a lot of sense to worry about, would be like the main characters, or if a character has a lot of importance in like a main arc of the story of One Piece, which goes on forever, so it's really kind of hard to tell what you would consider a main arc. But anyway, these characters I don't think matter too much when it comes to like nailing them and their look and their, you know, everything. They're just side characters, but that's just my take on it. But I'm curious if like there's anyone that has a different opinion or that really doesn't agree with this pick. And you know, I made a video a few months ago actually talking about like how important is, you know, the look of like certain things like eye color and everything like that when it comes to these live action adaptations of anime. So I'm kind of also curious about other things like, you know, like when it comes to race or when it comes to diversity and all that type of stuff. I feel like it's hard because One Piece is somewhat ambiguous when it comes to those kind of things. So, you know, a pick like this, like, would that really make a difference, or would that really matter to a lot of people? That's, you know, kind of what I'm curious about, honestly. Because I don't know if they specify the race of Igaram, but obviously, you know, it's a black guy playing him now, and I mean, if he's not black, like, does that really matter to a lot of people? Like I said, it doesn't matter to me, but like, I'm just curious, you know? And just to kind of give a little bit of insight on the actors and actresses and like what they've actually played and what they've acted in, because, you know, I don't want to make it all about looks, right? Even though they are side characters, I still think it's important to, I guess, analyze what they've acted in and if they would be a good choice for the character, outside of just how they look. And yeah, as far as I can see, none of them have acted in a ton of stuff. Yonda and Anton are both South African actors. Mark Penwell is the actor that's been in the least amount of stuff, and James Hideyuki's actually been in the most amount of stuff. Not just the most amount of stuff, but the most like A-list Hollywood amount of stuff. He was actually in the live action Cowboy Bebop, funny enough. But yeah, he's been in like Prison Break, Management, Frankenweenie. Like, he's the most likely to have been in stuff that you've probably actually heard of, whereas everyone else, maybe not so much. But yeah, as I said before, these are side characters. I don't really think it matters that much, but at the same time, you know, gotta make sure that these actors can act, right? I guess there's like a level of giving an actor a shot at like a new opportunity, but there's also a level of we got to make sure, you know, you can do this too, right? But again, they're side characters, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, either way, I'm really curious, so please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I want to keep it short and sweet because I have a few other videos planned that are gonna be coming out soon that I really want to talk about, especially with that recent interview with Luffy and Oda. Like, I've been meaning to talk about that. It's just been really hard because a lot of stuff's been happening, and you know, a lot of stuff's just been happening. Let's just keep it at that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff I want to talk about with One Piece and the live action that is coming soon with its season 2. So if you guys are really interested and you guys love One Piece and, you know, the live action from Netflix and just anime live action in general, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, while you're at it, you might as well leave a like on the video. That would help me out a ton. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.